If decisions come back to you all the time, that's not leadership. That's being a bottleneck in the entire business. The business isn't going to grow. And I see that particularly with fast-growing businesses, that the leader has set a style of decision-making, but that doesn't progress as the business grows. And business leaders have to really challenge themselves when they're thinking about this. I've seen it in many examples. I went to see a client a while ago, quite a big manufacturing business, and the two directors and owners of this business were in the yard, a few hundred employees, but they were in the yard trying to sort out a skip. I said, "What are you doing sorting out the skip?" Well, to which the answer was, "Well, we need the skip sorted out." Yes, but not by you. You've got a general manager, you've got an ops manager, you've got a whole team of people. Somebody else can sort the skip out. And it took them a little while, but they got the point, and they went, "Yeah, you're right. We don't need to be doing this. No, move on." I think business leaders and CEOs should really think carefully about the decisions they're making. They should think very carefully about how they're spending their time. And how I try and frame that up for people is in very simple words. If you want to earn boss money, then you've got to do boss work. If you're not doing boss work, then you're doing the wrong job. Somebody else should be doing that for you. But we stick to our old habits of decision making. It's just the way that our brains are wired and brains are programmed. I've always made those decisions. I've always done those things. Yeah, but the business has moved on. You've got to move on in how you think. And it's a real challenge for people, actually, and I have to regularly come back to them on this one and just nudge them forward. Recognise what you should be sorting out, recognise what your team needs to sort out. I encourage my clients to create sometimes a delegation of authority document, which is a formal document that explains who makes what decisions. And sometimes I can see the pain and agony they're going through with this, because they go, "Well, I like making that decision, I like doing those things." Yeah, but it's not your job anymore. Your job is to do the big things, the things that nobody else can do. So recognise that. Recognise the challenge that actually decision making has to change as the business grows, as the business develops. It starts at the top and has to work its way down. And it's an old, but it's a true phrase that the bottleneck is always at the top of a bottle. So my question to all my clients, my question to all to CEOs that I work with and CEOs generally is, are you getting in the way of the business? Are you the thing that's stopping the business from growing, from developing? Are you holding it back? And so often that is the case. So really challenge yourself on that one. Nobody else is going to challenge you. Nobody else is going to come to you and go, "Hey boss, you're making the wrong decisions. You're not, you shouldn't be doing this." They just won't do it. You have to challenge yourself about that.